It's that time of year again where you're not too sure. Should we get outside and run, walk, or should we stay inside because it's a dreary, rainy day? Regardless of that, it's important to get that energy out. It's important to get those feet moving and that body moving. And walking is a way to do it. National Walking Day. Yes, it's back. And I have Lauren Culbertson here with me. She's the Chief Marketing Officer with Sheehy Auto Stores. And we're talking about National Walking Day for a specific reason. So, Lauren, thank you for joining me here today on the Washington Report.
Of course. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
So National Walking Day, yes, it's back. So what day is National Walking Day?
It's the first Wednesday in April. So Wednesday, April 2nd is National Walking Day.
Okay. And it's important for us to get out and get our bodies moving. Is that correct?
Absolutely. A walk is not just good for your body. It's good for your soul. Physical activity like walking is one of the best ways to reduce stress and to boost your mood. And unfortunately, recent reports are showing that walking rates are declining steadily in the U.S., which is a trend that can obviously negatively impact our mental and physical health.
I just don't understand that. I thought that we were on an incline since COVID was 5 years ago, and people were actually outside really enjoying everything because that was the only way we could really communicate with one another or actually be with one another. So we're seeing a decline?
According to the recent studies from the American Heart Association. But, the good news is, walking for just 150 minutes a week can lower your blood pressure, improve mental well-being, and reduce your risk of heart disease, stroke, and even dementia. So just getting out for, a few minutes every day is already a good start.
Okay. And so how are you connected with this National Walking Day? I just heard you mention the American Heart Association. Is that the partnership that you have?
Yeah, so we've been partnered with the American Heart Association for over 10 years. It's a near and dear partnership. We just realized that we saw so many friends and family members impacted by things like heart disease and stroke. And so we wanted to get involved with an organization that was really making headway and improving heart health in our local communities. So we are partnered with the American Heart Association, and supporters like my company, Sheehy Auto Stores, are hosting a special Walking Day event on Wednesday, April 2nd at the St. James Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia. So this is a free event open to the public. Guests will be invited to participate in a walking challenge with interactive sessions, including fitness demos led by St. James trainers. And we'll also have the professional rugby team, Old Glory DC, there to help get us warmed up and moving, healthy cooking demos and more. So we just felt this is a really good way to get involved and raise awareness for National Walking Day.
You know what? That sounds like so much fun. And for those of you who don't know about rugby, Old Glory rugby team is just so fun to watch. Both of my boys are ruggers, even though they're older now. So that'll be a lot of fun. And I really am glad that there is like a bit of a partnership going on here too. So you were talking about cooking demos as well?
Yes. So the St. James has a really great facility on site, a restaurant on site, Vim and Victor. So we'll have their chefs out there preparing heart healthy, cooking demos as well as some heart healthy smoothies. So, just really excited to have so many partners, all with a heart health focus, coming together to provide some fun activities and engaging ways to learn more about heart health and how easy it can be to get started on your journey of improving your heart health.
And so when does this event take place as far as the time frame? Because I know, people have to go back to work.
We understand that all too well. So we made sure we planned it so you could start your day off right. We will be doing a check-in at 7:30 a.m. and the event begins promptly at 8 a.m. And, we do encourage people, if you can try and get there for the start, we'll get you warmed up. But of course, we're just looking for you to join us at any time during that time frame. And we'll go to about 11 a.m. that morning.
Okay. And so with that being said, is this a fundraiser kind of situation, or is it just come out and be heart healthy?
We are focused on heart health solely with this, but of course, we're always going to come to the table with some extra prizes and things. So there might be some opportunities if you feel led to contribute to the American Heart Association while you're there. We'll have opportunities to donate, but that is not a requirement. As I mentioned, this is a free, open to the public event. And it's also James facility, which is really incredible. And this is a good way to see all the offerings they have there for family members.
And so when individuals are there, will there be other health experts on site? Because I always think about a heart fair, or health fair.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. That was just in my mind.
No, that's wonderful. I'm excited about it. So yes, we're lucky enough the St. James will have their trainers there on site. So, fitness instructors and demos who, know exactly what you should be doing there, can help train you in the right, methods or exercises. We'll have yoga instructors there, Zumba instructors, but we'll also, of course, have the American Heart Association team there, and they always come with people who are a plethora of a resource for anything you can do to get started in your heart health journey. And we'll also be doing hands-only CPR demonstrations, which I think is one of the most critical things you can learn to help save others or yourself in case you're ever in that kind of situation.
Right. I think that's extremely important. CPR, friends, family members, I'm telling you, it's something that most people need to really, truly understand and know, especially parents of younger children, because the techniques that are used on adults are not the same techniques that can be used on children. And you just never know when, you're going to need to have that skill set. Do you have a website or anything like that listeners might want to check out about this event?
100%. Please, we encourage you to go to heart.org/walkingdaydmv. Again, that's heart.org/walkingdaydmv. And you'll be able to find all the information about the event. You'll be able to see the layout of, all the activities, all the times, and the different components of the event. So heart.org/walkingdaydmv is where you can find all the information for the event.
And this event is free of charge, correct?
Correct. Free of charge, and the St. James is being kind enough to open this event to the public. Normally it would be limited to membership. So this is a great way to get exposure to the St. James facility. And so we're inviting all members of the public of all ages to come and join us.
That sounds like a good time. Once again, I have been speaking with Lauren Culbertson, and she's the Chief Marketing Officer with Sheehy Auto Stores. And we're talking about American Heart Association and National Walking Day. So you'll want to join them, and that is April 2nd at the St. James, located in Springfield, Virginia. The event is 7:30 a.m. until 10, maybe 11 a.m. It's an opportunity for you guys to get out there and get moving and grooving to see all kinds of wonderful things happening. I really appreciate you taking the time. And can you give that website one more time before we wrap up?
Of course, Stevie. It's heart.org/walkingdaydmv. We really hope to see everyone there.
Thank you for joining me here today on the Washington Report.